Hello and welcome back to the What Leigh Makes YouTube channel. My name's Leigh. This is where you can find a monthly podcast about my crafting adventures. Today's video is a chatty update, chatty video, and a bit of a haul. I recently, as I'm filming this yesterday, went to the NEC for the Creative Craft Show and just wanted to share the experience of that. The lighting is not great. I have got artificial lights on as well, more because I want to try and get the video filmed ASAP because I want to eat some of the food that I picked up. So I went yesterday. By the time I got home, I didn't come straight home. I was at a friend's. By the time I got back from there, I was so tired that it was so dark as well. So I'm filming it today straight from Knitting Guild. Hopefully this is okay. Hair's not great. It is what it is. You're not here for my hair. You're not here for a hairdressing podcast. So I will share things. I will start with yarn, just because it's the first thing that's in front of me. So I think I picked both of these up from Brian's Best Wools, Hand Knitting and Family Run. They are based in Keighley. So that is the shop, and then their contact details are there. Picked up two different yarns. So first of all, I picked up 3 skeins of this. It is by Debbie Bliss, extra fine merino wool, botany lace. It's 100% wool. It says botany lace, but on the meterage it says you get 410 meters per 100 grams, which I would place at a 4-ply weight. The colourway is 1947. And it is this really beautiful, like neutral. It's got grey, cream, brown, grey, black, caramel colour in. I picked up 3 skeins. I really want to make some more neutral things. I thought this, although it's neutral colours, would be really heavily, I think, be variegated. So I was thinking a shawl, and then, you know, if I wear like a neutral coloured jumper or something, I've got that. So I picked up 3 skeins of that. They were £9 each, I think, or they said it was 5 for 40. And I think it was like £13 more for them 2 skeins. And I ummed and ahed for so long, but I did leave it. So I picked those up. And then from the same stall, I picked up this. It Will Crinkle. This is Mirasol. It's not a brand I've heard of. Sorry, I can't remember if I showed you the label for that. So this one is Mirasol Pima Splash Finest Peruvian Pima cotton, hand painted with splashes of colour. They didn't sell this. This, I believe, is the DK weight. I've got some cotton, not actually knit with it yet. But I thought this is like a pale green background. Again, I don't know if the colour will show up. It's like a pale green background with like yellow, blue and darker green, and they threw out it. You get 100 grams, 200 meters, 100% cotton. I got some t-shirt. I do not need this much. It was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's like a kilogram of yarn here. They didn't sell it as single skeins, so I think this was 30. I think they had like a whitish one with various colours, and I did pick it up and then put it back because I like this one a little bit more, and I've never knit cotton before, so I got those 2. And then we'll go with Felton next. So from Beltane Gifts, which are based on Chilvers Coton Craft Centre Avenue Road, Nuneaton, which is not far from me at all. And I think she said this was her YouTube. Visit YouTube to join me on the crafting chairs for craft and needle felting tutorials and painting demonstrations. So that's her YouTube details if you were interested. I picked up 2 felting kits. I'm really sorry, the sun has come out. But I picked up a felting kit for grazing sheep in hills. I really hope that picks up now the sun's really bright. And then I also picked up a black Welsh mountain sheep. Thought they were really cute. And these are really sweet. They might be really common. I'm fairly new to felting, but it comes in these really sweet little balls. How cute is that? I do enjoy felting. I wanted to do some like felting pictures instead of 3D items, objects. So I'm really happy with those. And then we'll do fabric for those. I think I'm going to come this way ever so slightly. I really hope that's okay. Joys of filming in the middle of a rainstorm when I started, and now the sun's super bright. I'll do fabric next. Oh, so I only got 4, which I'm actually really impressed with. Anyone that watches my podcast on a regular basis knows that I like knitting and I like sewing. So the first fabric I got was, the first one I'll show you is this. They're all 100% cotton. First one is a navy background with red lips all over it. They'll all be used to make dresses, as I still have this one, designed by Poppy Europe. Don't think it tells me oh no, it says Kisses for You, designed by Poppy Europe. So that means anything to you, but I got that one, so that was really cute. I then also, so I think that one might have been from Fabrics Galore. I then also picked up, it was the Queen's I don't know. I saw this fabric a while ago, loved it. It was far too early to do anything, so I didn't bother ordering it. And then it sold out by the time I thought I should probably get something to make a little dress for whatever big event was last year, I think, for the Queen. But I don't know if it's been restocked because of the King's coronation this year, or whether this is just leftover, no idea. But I really like that, and I don't think it's instantly screams royal family, because I don't personally keep up, I'm not that interested. It just reminds me of afternoon tea, which is why I really like it. So I got that too. I then also picked up this, like, it's really beautiful. Let's go back to my floral prints, because you know I like a floral print. It's a really beautiful, like, teal background. I don't know how well it will show up. Like, it's a teal background with like mustard yellow flowers in, and little flecks of brown. I thought that was super cute. I love like mustard for autumn winter, and I know it's a really popular colour for autumn winter, but it just doesn't suit my complexion. But I know teal is a really good colour on me, so is navy. So I'm hoping I can pull it off. I would love to knit a little mystic cardigan or something, but again, don't know because it doesn't normally suit me. But really happy with that. And And then I also picked up this, quite a quirky print. It's called Road Trip by Stuff. But it is a black background with white outlines, and then in gold it tells you the country, the city that it's based on. So like you've got the Cairo, Delhi, Paris, New York City, London, Athens, Barcelona, Rome, Hong Kong. That might be it. There's all these different like lands, like skyscapes of like major cities. Oh, that was beautiful. Really, really happy with that. I asked for 2.5 meters, which is what I always buy for dresses. I can get away with just over 2. Things like 2.25 is fine, but I normally order 2.5 just in case there's any issues like with shrinkage from washing. And I think she said she had 3. So I said I'd take the extra. So I will have some left of this. I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do with it. Be nice to make a project bag. Not sure. So I also got that. The floral and cityscape one were from a different stall. Can't remember where they were. I only remember Fabric School because I happened to have found a receipt from them. And I remember that I spent more. The carnation one, I spent more on that transaction because the carnation one was more expensive, I think. I can't remember. Okay, so sticking with sewing, I then also I went to a workshop on sew a portrait. This is as far as I got. I'm not completely happy. I'd like to redo little bits and stuff, but I'll show you what I've done. It will also feature on the podcast coming up too. But so the portrait of myself, I normally have my hair shoved up like this and then just a messy bun. Sorry, lighting is terrible. But I didn't think there'd be enough space to do like a big bun. So I did my hair down. It is actually quite long, but it's normally shoved up out of the way. And that was run by Sew Girl, Sew a Selfie. That was really fun. Picked up this. Sorry, my phone's gone twice. I don't know if you could pick that up. I picked up this ribbon to hang the embroidery hoop. It's a pink background with red flowers, which I thought went perfectly. It's like pink flowers with like, I would say red in it as well. So I thought that one complements it really nicely. So that was a workshop I went to, and then I also did another. So the workshop, the Sew a Selfie one, you had to pre-book for. This one you just kind of rocked up on the stall and signed up for. So I did a distressed ink blending portrait thing. So the girl was stamped already on the card, and then you used distress ink, and sort of blended that for the complexion, the hair and the lips and stuff, and kind of made a bit of a portrait. I haven't fully decided whether I'm happy with the entirety or if I might just pop it in a frame and keep it as it is. I don't need to do a background, haven't decided. And then because I did that, I could choose. There was 4 stamps from Ballart, and there was 4 stamps that you could choose one from for doing the workshop. So I chose this one. I thought the flowers were really pretty. So I've got those 2. I don't currently have any distress ink. I wander around all at the card making stuff. I used to enjoy scrapbooking here and there. I'd still love to do it, but I'm very conscious of how much fabric and yarn I've got. Definitely plan to do fabric and yarn stash tools at some point. I'm still in the process of them, so they'll come at some point. So that was fairly neat to me, art form. And then more new to me art form, I chose to do a okay, so let's back up a minute. So I was interested a long time ago to have a go at making jewellery. Never got round to it. And then one of the sorry, I stretched my leg out. One of the things that you could just rock up to and have a go at were some bracelet making tutorial and a brooch making tutorial. So I went to the bracelet one and I made this. It's got the charms and I made all of this, which is really cute. I went for pink because I wear quite a lot of pink. Really happy with that. But they also had some beads called, I think they were called Chameleon colourway. Sorry for the rest of them. There'll be more. So I bought the kit to make that too. These really, again, don't know if you'll pick it up because the lighting is terrible. But they're like blue, green, flecks of brown in there. I thought they were beautiful. But obviously I only had time to do one. So I made a pink one, bought this one to do at home. And then I went to do, I did go to the brooch. So I finished that, and then I was also given instructions to make earrings. And the nice lady said that she would give me a kit to make the earrings. And she knew that I was taking the chameleon colour beads and that I'd made the pink one. So she asked what colour earrings I'd like to make. So I said pink. And she gave me a little kit she made up to make the earrings, which was really, really sweet of her. So they will also feature on the podcast soon. And then I started the brooch making workshop, but because I got the sew portrait thing, there wasn't enough time. And I did say when I signed up that I had something else on, so I may not get a chance to do all of it, but I do my best. But again, like I said, that I would take it home and finish it at home. So I started to make this. And have already started to make my bits. But haven't finished. So that will need to be finished and it can be featured on the podcast. And then because I needed to get some tools, because I needed some tools to finish that and obviously make the earrings and then also make the bracelet. So I picked up a pack of tools. You get needle nose plier, cutters and flat pliers. She did say that quite often if you pick up jewellery making, normally people will buy a second flat nose plier, so that'll probably be something I pick up soon. But I thought if I was buying the tools, I kind of need to make it worthwhile getting them. That was my logic. And to be fair, jewellery making and beading was something I've wanted to do for a while anyway. So I also picked up a couple of kits. So I got the bracelet making kit that you've seen. I then got this bracelet making kit, which is for like white beads with like black on them. I know it reflects really badly. So I got that, and then I also got 2 bookmark making kits. One is blue with like sea creatures like shells, turtles, seahorse, and the other one is pink and green with like flowers, butterflies, bees. On it. I then picked up 3 Christmas crafting kits. So the first one is a crystal Xmas tree kit. Christmas candy cane. And a Christmas gift box, which is like a 3D box. I can show that because it doesn't, you know, it's folded in half. You can't see all the instructions anyway. I really want to make quite a few Christmas decorations for my tree, which I'll get at some point now I'm in my own home. So I'm really happy with those. I then also picked up Made with Love hearts in silver and in gold. Thought they were really sweet. I really wanted some of the handmade beads, but they didn't have any. This would have been an issue with supply, which is fine. And then I saved this so that I could open it with you guys. So there, I got a goodie bag. I understand, I think there was like a couple of kits in there and then just some beads. It said it was £15 to buy the goodie bag and the contents were worth, I think, £55. So I'm excited to open that up. All of this is from the bead selection, which are based in Worcestershire, Redditch. So let's open it up if I can and have a little look at what I got. Oh, okay. So let's empty it all out. Okay, so I got crystal drop earrings. Doesn't currently look as if doesn't look as if there's a picture of them. Oh no, there is. I love the photos. It feels like Christmas. I do enjoy goodie bags. So I got this as a kit, which is actually really pretty. Like them. And then I also got a kit for silver flower garden bracelet. Don't know whether I want to take this out of the packaging. There's quite a lot of beads. But I did see they were like quite chunky bracelets there, but that will be in like a silvery colour with like blue and green flowers. I don't know how well this will show up colour wise. I then also got sparkling Christmas. Oh, these are called sparkling spirals. Help you create the sparkling Christmas decoration. So it looks like this. And I actually ummed and ahed about these while I was at the stand, but I just wasn't sure, so I didn't get it. The colour that I've got is black and white, which would be really nice on the right Christmas tree. I think I prefer like traditional Christmas colours for it, but I've got the instructions. I'm fairly certain I'll be able to pick up some beads and stuff. Or a massive collection of them to make the same thing, just in the colour choice that I prefer. And then I have a whole host of actual goodies. So I have a load of star beads in various colours. I have just a whole host of like round beads in various colours. I have leaf ones. Oh no, strawberry ones. Okay, interesting. If you look at them from the back, they look like leaves. So if you look at them from the front, they are like strawberries. That's really cool. Got those in various colours. I've then also got these really beautiful like pearl effect ones. I love them. And I got just some these I think are wooden, fairly round beads in various colours. I got some, oh goodness, got some flowers, blue, pink, orange, yellow and cream. They're really nice. I also got, let's show you next, just some, I think they're plastic, just clearish beads. I got some really beautiful, looks like butterfly wings. Or angel wing, I don't even know. Possibly angel wings in like a pinky colour. I got these super beautiful metallic beads in different colours. Love them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And I got these mainly pink round beads with like silver on it. I got these really nice, like they look like crystal drops. Got 2 clear, 4 green and 4 black by the looks of it. They could be really nice on something. Got different colours too. The clear ones I really like. I got some of these yellow, green, orange ones, but they've also got like silver flecks. I don't really know how best to describe them. I got some, these are some more I've already shown. Plasticky, roundy bead again, various colours. I got, these are quite pretty, and I've got yellow and green with one random pink one. They've got like black. So again, the lighting is not great at all. They're quite nice. I got, goodness, it looks like a hodgepodge of just various ones, various bits. There's no like conformity in there. I got, oh, these are really pretty. Various different colours, but they're all the same beads. They'd be really pretty together in something. I've got 2 of these. They look like glass, don't know what they actually are. I really like them. The green one's super beautiful too. I then got these like really metallic, these marbly effect ones that are like pink and blue. Ooh, that was bright. Again, I don't think the colourway is gonna show up too well. I got a whole load of these in various colours. They're like the really long, thin tube beads. I then also have, these are probably some of my favourite things. So I've got 4 of these. They look like the Pandora Charmed style things. I've got 4 beads. One's a really pretty black. One is dark green, one's like a creamy colour, and the other one's a yellowy colour. Again, I know colour may not show in this light. I also got a selection of these. I selected some of these for my brooch. I'm really happy I chose a yellow one, which it looks like I might actually have a yellow one in here, and then a yellow and green. And I think I might have also chosen the green. And the yellow and green ones, like together, are really pretty. Almost like a sort of tie-dye effect-ish on the beads. That's really nice. And then I also got, I'm not too sure what they're meant to be. If anyone knows, please do comment down below. And I got this heart. And I think there's black background with like orange and gold on it. Very autumnal, very pretty. And then, so that was like the beady stuff that I got with it. And then I also got some string, which I'm assuming is what you've used to prep beads on. Just in cream colour, I don't know any more than that. Not currently a jewellery maker as such. I then got some hoop back earrings, the ones that go through the ear and hang back down. Got some of those in gold. And then also have, I think I remember using these to make stuff. I'm trying to double check if it is. Oh no, it's slightly different. I'm not too sure what they are, because again, not actually got much experience in jewellery making. There's a piece of metal, like a stick, and it's got like a little hoop thing at the end. I got a bag of them. I think we had something very similar when I was doing the brooch and the bracelet. It didn't have the hoop at the end. I think it was just, it looked a little bit like a tiny nail that you then like bent over and stuff. It like holds the charm on. So then that's the same thing, just a different design, or if it's a different item. If you know, please do comment again down below. I also have some of these. I'm going to imagine these are like bracelet things. I think you would connect, we learn as we go here. I think you would connect chain to like the loops on that side, and then the other side of the chain to the loops on this side, and I think you sort of thread it through, and then that holds it into place. I think some sort of fasteners, I can't remember what they're called in reality. If they're not that, again, comment down below, please let me know. That's some of them. And I also got some really beautiful organza bags, which are really nice just to have. So that was what was in my goodie bag from the bead selection. Obviously, should you order one or get one, you may not get the same thing, same items. I'm sorry for rustling, but I do. That's on my goodie bag things. But I do like to tidy up as I go. As you can see, it's a bit messy over here. It's driving me slightly crazy because I can see it in the corner, and it is annoying me. I think we're going to have a look for some storage ideas for some jewellery making things now too. Now I'm going to fold that, put that in there. Unrelated to the bead selection, this is from Craftworks. Oof, sorry. They do art, clay, silver diploma course and silver clay workshops. I took the leaflets because they looked interesting. Still something I want to have a look at doing. If you want their details, they are there. That's been talked about. So then, oh, I also got a little sample of some soap. Oh, it smells so good. There was a soap store there, and they did M&R for a while, but I've got loads of toiletries, and it sounds really bad because I've also got loads of yarn and loads of fabric, but I've got more space to store them. But the lady was really kind and gave me and my friend a sample anyway. And actually, hilariously, we both got exactly the same sample of all the samples that she had. She, you know, it just happened to be that we both got the same, which was really nice. And then the final thing, I'm conscious of time now, it's 36 minutes already. The final thing that I got was some food, which I hadn't really expected to be a craft show, but I guess, you know, some of it's like handmade, like artisan cheese. So if you're not interested in food, thank you so much for watching. Please do check out the podcast. You'll see this being used and stashed and stuff at various points. If you are interested, obviously I'm more than happy to show you. So the first thing that I got was, I'll show you, sorry for the rustling. I got this really nice chili chocolate butter fudge. I've never thought of chili chocolate and fudge. But it was delicious. She had loads of lovely samples, and it was this one that I'd not really seen anywhere else, I don't think. She said she had this one, which was the milder one, and then she also had like a fire one that was stronger. I said, oh, not too sure. I'll take the milder one. That was really good. Do I know where this is from? I don't have details, I'm really sorry. I then also went to, this could get really messy, but then also went to Mary's Cupcakes. It's an empty bag, but I kept it to show you. It's a really pretty bag. So I went with a friend, and we decided to do, there was a couple that we both wanted to try, and then she was getting one for her mum, and I wanted to get something that she wasn't interested in anyway. So we decided to do, I think it was 4 for whatever amount it was. We had 2 to do half each, and then 1 each, basically. She was using her one to get something for her mum. And I got my one to have something myself, obviously. So I really hope I can show you, because there was 2 different loads of things in this box. They didn't come in this box, they came in just a normal cardboard box. I borrowed this off my friends to transport stuff home. So the first one that we shared was a chocolate brownie, a caramel cornflake chocolate brownie, which is this one here. Then there was a New York cookie chocolate chip with mini eggs on top, which is that one. And then my one was a cream egg blondie. So I haven't eaten, I've been very good, I haven't eaten any of these and I've been dying to. Hence I'm filming the video with really dodgy lighting going on. And then there was also a stall doing like Indian food. Had some samosas from there, they were delicious, had them yesterday, was not waiting for them. And then we also picked up some sort of Indian traditional desserts. Don't know what they were called, I just thought they looked really nice. We both tried a little bit of one, because the guy was really kind and said he doesn't normally do samples, but because a friend had asked really nicely, he would. So I don't know what they are, but we got 1 of each flavour. And I think they gave 2 of this one, which is why I've got a full one. So they are normally this big. Although I think he said that these ones are really big because they're normally really tiny if you buy them in shops. Don't know anything. I think it was this one that I tried to sample of and it was really nice. That one might be a chocolatey one. It's brown. That one might be a pistachio because it's like the really pale green colour. I don't know. If you know what they're called, please do let me know, because I'd love to know. So these are like half of one, roughly. They're never going to be perfect. Again, really excited to eat them. Hence I was really keen to film today, just so I could get. Let me eat them. And then from the same store, I picked up just some Turkish delight. I can't remember how much it was for however many grams, but I just said to do mix. Some pieces have been eaten, but I kept most of them for you. They're really good. Far nicer than the Turkish delight you get in the supermarket. And then finally, I was really excited when I went through the list of exhibitors. I kept saying the wrong word to my friend yesterday. Not worth repeating on YouTube. But there was 2 random cheese things there. But I'm assuming, you know, because I imagine they have been lovingly made, not just factory produced. So the first one that I went to, which happens to actually be my favourite, is the Great British Cheese Company. And I picked up a few from there. So let's just go through. The guy was really knowledgeable, really helpful, really friendly. And he was very good with the samples. You know, some of them I wanted to try twice, no issues at all. So I picked up the following. So I picked up the flagship mature cheddar, really strong, really nice. And Red Arrow, which I think was a Red Leicester. Yeah, Red Leicester. Smoky Redwood, so good. And then I also picked up chili and lime, cheddar with chili and lime. That was really nice. Peri Peri, don't think it tells you anything. Not properly, that was really nice though. And then smoky pepper and garlic, which is also good. My favourite might have been the chili and lime, then the flagship and the smoky. I want my top 3. So I picked up those, and I also picked up a sweet apple chutney, which again, because it isn't something you see often. These have been stored in the fridge before anyone panics. I just fished them out, kept them in the bag and everything, so I just went and grabbed them to sit down and film. And then I also picked up from Bexon Cheese in Knutsford. I don't know if you'll be able to see. So these were, I think there were 6 cheeses for £28, and then the chutney was £3.50, I think. And then these were the least amount of cheese it looked like you could get was 3. I think it's 3 for £13. So I picked up the salted caramel. Was delicious, was super good. So I actually picked up 2 of them because I needed the additional one anyway, and I've never seen salted caramel cheese. And then I also picked up a smoked version as well. I think that is everything I wanted to talk to you about today. I had a wonderful time at the Creative Craft Show at the NEC in March 2023. It was really good. It was very busy. It was huge too. I found the way it was laid out was not just, I don't know, just didn't make, I felt there was a lot of stuff I didn't cover. Don't know how much of that was the layout and how much of that was just time. I really wish I had longer there. We got there, it literally just gone about 20 to 10, so 10 minutes after it opened, I think, off the top of my head. And then it shut at 5 and we came away around about 10 to 5. So we were there literally the whole day. And there were several workshops I wanted to do, but they clashed time-wise, or I just couldn't log on, like book onto them. I don't know if they were like full or whether they just shut them because like I was trying to book workshops the night before because I'd totally forgotten to do it. Which, you know, wasn't great. You could like turn up at the desk. There was like a booking in desk or something, and you know, whether or not I was going to get in, don't know. There was quite a few like make and take things. So the bead workshops were make and take. The portrait was the painting portrait, not the sewing one. And there was a few others that I really wanted to do, but again, just didn't have time to do them, which is a real shame. If I went again, or if I was given any advice, if you could, I know it's not feasible for everybody, but if you could, it's well worth trying to go for 2 days, do like all the workshops, all the make and take, everything, as many as you can in one day, and then do like the shopping the second day. It's a lot to try and cram everything in one day. I went with a friend, they bought my ticket as part of my Christmas present. Because we both sort of said we'd rather do an experience as opposed to buy gifts. She did still get me some gifts anyway, which is fine. But because I've gone with someone, I feel like I could have got round slightly quicker, especially in the beginning if I'd have gone on my own. But because you were going with someone, you've got to keep stopping what they're interested in, and just feel like you need to sort of take more time because you're talking and stuff too. And I would much rather just go with the plan and literally like whiz around the things that don't particularly interest me, and then spend more time things that do. Which we did do about partway through the day. I'd sort of said, like, she was looking at a store and I said, like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but actually I really want to go and do the sewing stuff. I'm very conscious time-wise that I've got a workshop booked. Do you mind if I carry on and, you know, meet up later? But because of the size of it, I found the sewing section, which wouldn't particularly interest her. She doesn't sew. Not that she's not interested, but she just doesn't have the interest that I do. That I could then focus on things that interest me. I just felt like I managed that bit much quicker. But again, like, it's nice to share the experience too. So each to their own. I would prefer to do 2 days. There was quite a few really good workshops on today that I'd have really liked to have gone to, but tickets were for yesterday, which was when we could both do without either of us having to take annual leave. I have ended up taking annual leave this week anyway. But that's fine. Any other advice? I don't know. So we got the vegetable samosas from the sort of Indian stall, vegetable and chicken tikka samosas, and they were very good. Didn't really make time to have proper lunch, which probably didn't help because I did start to feel quite unwell around about 3 o'clock, ready for the sewing portrait thing. But again, time-wise, I don't know what the food was like there. I don't think I was overly impressed with what I saw. There was like a Subway and like a place you get like sandwiches and stuff. Just didn't look all that exciting. Obviously, that place, there was the Indian store, they were selling Indian spice packs and stuff too, and then had samosas and things for sale as well. But that may not be available for everyone. Sorry, my legs hurt sitting cross-legged on the floor. I am in the process of moving, so I've still got lots of stuff hanging around. So I'm between the radiator and the door because this space is clear for the door to be like fully open. Is there anything else I recommend? Take lots of bags. I took loads and actually I managed to fit it all into one of these, which I'm actually impressed with, and that was with the cheese and everything in there. But yeah, take lots of bags. I did have a really good time, as I say, just wish I had longer there. Don't know, could literally not do any more in one day. It really should have been split over two. So if that's feasible, if you're going to anything similar, might be worth looking at staying over if possible. Again, not everyone has the circumstances that they can. NEC is not actually too far from me. It's about a 20-minute drive. So would have been feasible to do 2 days and just driven back and forth. Some people had said like they've booked hotels in the area and were staying. Potentially worth looking at. I had a great time. Please do check out monthly podcasts to keep me accountable, to make sure I sew up that fabric, knit that yarn, and do some beading. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again soon. Bye.